Brian Sapp here with C2 Financial, continuing our series of the top 20 questions that homeowners ask about reverse mortgages. Today's question, number 7, is what are the circumstances that would require a reverse mortgage to mature or have to be paid off? So eventually, a reverse mortgage will become due and payable. Now, that's because of several types of maturity events that could happen during the life of the loan. For example, the borrower may no longer live in their home as its primary residence. Now, in that case right there, once the lender has notice of that, that can have the loan become due and payable at that time. Another situation is if the borrower fails to live in the home for 12 consecutive months. That could be because they're probably being taken care of family and had to be taken care of outside the home. However, once the lender has determined that the borrower no longer has lived in the home for 12 consecutive months, then the loan can become mature. Now, in those cases, if it's the case of a couple who are eligible borrowers, it would mean the last borrower who no longer lives in the home or fails to live in it for 12 months, because as long as one eligible borrower is in the home consistently, the loan will still be in force. Another situation or maturity event that could occur is if the borrower fails to maintain the home in good standing or in good repair, or fail to pay ongoing charges like taxes and insurance. In those cases, if the lender becomes aware of that situation, they can call the loan due at that time. There are some exceptions in these cases. In the case of the first two maturity events, the lender requests that the family members give notice, and if they need extensions or something like that, that is possible. Okay, but it's very important that you stay in contact with the lender so you don't find out that there's a foreclosure coming around the corner. So I hope that answers the questions about how a reverse mortgage loan can mature or become payable. And if you have any questions or specific situations, why don't you give us a call at 866-812-8192. Myself or Tatiana will be glad to answer your questions. Or why don't you go online to our website, thesapteam.com. Now, tomorrow's question will be, what are the ongoing charges or obligations? And I just touched on that just a minute ago, but we'll go a little bit more in depth. So you guys have a great rest of your day and take care. Talk to you tomorrow.